พูดภาษาไทยนิดหน่อยช้างชูวิวิานีประเทศปัวร์โตริโกชอบกาแฟร้องชอบผลไม้ it's not that much. I think I learned the basics just enough to present myself and order food, which is important. I think the most important part about learning sign language without being deaf is that it represents unity. And our language works as a barrier most of the time. So having in the same society people that can hear and people that cannot, and in between the fact that they cannot communicate with each other because they don't speak the same language is a symbol of separation. So being a person that's able to hear and learning sign language means that you are conscious about what's going on in your surroundings and that you are aware of it and that you're looking of ways to help and work towards that unity between those two parts of our society. So it symbolizes unity in my perspective. So I was trying to resume my whole Stop the War and Violence speech. I didn't want to do the complete speech again because it would have taken too long, and I think it's fair for us to have the same time in front of the camera. But what I basically was doing was inviting everyone to work together towards a positive change, that it's in our hands to get to the change we want to see. So it was an invitation to work together as a society. I've been working with sign language since 2015, and I found it was my way of giving back to society and making a change for the better to promote inclusivity, which is what we're always asking for. But I am always very emphatic in saying that it's not just talking about it, it's working towards it. So I found that the top 10 speech about Stop the War and Violence would reach more people if I did my part on making it on different languages. So I found that English and sign language was the perfect combination. I felt it gave me chills, to be honest. It was very emotional to know that I was getting a positive response to something that is very near to my heart. The deaf community in Puerto Rico, it's something I'm always working with. So to know that in the other part of the world, it was a positive thing for me to give such a powerful message in sign language makes me happy because it shows that the people know how important it is to include this in our society. When I go back home, I'm going to continue my project. I've been doing it for quite some time, about 2.5 years already. So it's something I genuinely enjoy doing. I am currently doing my MBA, my master's degree. And one of my goals during this part of my life is that when I graduate my master's degree and I work in different businesses, all my businesses could be oriented to be prepared to work with the deaf community. So I think it's something I am going to continue to incorporate in my life, no matter in what part of it I am. I think the most important part about learning sign language without being deaf is that it represents unity. And our language works as a barrier most of the time. So having in the same society people that can hear and people that cannot, and in between the fact that they cannot communicate with each other because they don't speak the same language is a symbol of separation. So being a person that's able to hear and learning sign language means that you are conscious about what's going on in your surroundings and that you are aware of it and that you're looking of ways to help and work towards that unity between those two parts of our society. So it symbolizes unity in my perspective. Not at the beginning, but after the final night, I started to check my social media, and Miss Grand International is an amazing platform, so the followers started to grow and increase. And when I started to check the people that were following, the messages, the tags, I started to notice. It's really fun. Well, I've been modeling for a couple of years now, but specifically working towards Miss Grand International, I was working on my walk to get that way for about 3 months, and maybe every day 2 to 3 hours only walking. So quite some time. It takes dedication. It's not easy, because it's a particular way of walking, like with your legs very stretched and dragging your feet. But once you get the hang of it, it gets easier. When you go to an international beauty pageant, you face yourself with amazing women who are also well prepared. So before coming here, the strategy was to find a way to make a walk that was different so that it will catch the people's attention. And I think it's safe to say we did it. I think one of the most important things when you go to compete in an international pageant is leaving a mark or making an impact for the better. So I am really proud of myself and really grateful to have had the opportunity. I think that from this moment on, my main purpose in this competition was to inspire girls to do the same, to make sure that when they go on an international stage, they do and make a difference for the better. You can use it in various ways, but I think like the most common way, the easiest way, and the one that makes the message go further is doing exactly what we're doing right now, what Miss Grand has been doing, getting on an international platform and showing how capable you are, showing both sides of women, showing the side, that the pretty side, that we are feminine, that we can wear dresses, that we can wear heels, but showing how capable we are, how smart we are, how conscious we are about what's going on around us in the world, showing our true value, defying the standards of women in society. I think that's the most important part. When you stand in an international beauty stage, you defy what society has said women should do. In my case, since the first time I competed in a beauty pageant, I was quite young. I was 12 years old, and beauty pageants along the way helped me value myself as a woman and see the potential I have. To give you an example, when I was 12 years old in school, I was bullied a lot because of how skinny I was, because how big my eyes were. And throughout beauty pageants, I started to see the true beauty in me. Besides that, I find that beauty pageants give you the perfect platform, if you're in the correct one, to truly show the world that women are capable, that you can be pretty and you can be smart. There is a misconception in beauty pageants that beauty queens are not smart, that we are not capable, and I think Miss Grand has shown with past contestants and queens that it's the complete opposite. We have women that study medicine, communicators, engineers, very capable women, and just being able to stand on the stage and be proud of that is a great value to my life. I think a little bit about everything. I've been a month here in Thailand, and it's been, I can easily say, the best month of my life because I've learned and done so much. I can speak about how beautiful Thailand is. Every destiny has its charm, definitely. But as I've always said since the first time they've asked me, like, what are you taking with you back home from Thailand? And I think it's how kind every Thai person I meet is, without caring where you come from, without knowing your country, without caring about the fact that you speak a complete different language. The amount of love they give to you, support, is amazing. So I think that from now on, whenever I speak of Thailand, yes, I'm going to mention the food is great, I'm going to mention it's beautiful, I'm going to mention it's fun, but I think we should use Thailand as reference. They don't call it the land of smiles for nothing. And I definitely, since the moment I got here, understood why. Because everywhere you look, someone gives you a warm welcome with a smile.